Ryan Morgan in the black with white trim. Lona Kavanagh in the dark blue with red and white trim. Should point out that Lona Kavanagh did miss weight by 1.3 pounds, but doesn't look like that's going to play too much of a factor into this one, especially with these flyweights.
I'm interested to see how these guys open up, given the fact they've both had, big periods of time where they've not been competing. Does anxiety play into these opening minutes and, change their decision making? Both very cautious to start with. Oh, straight in with a left hand to high kick.
Looking to end things early is Lona Kavanagh.
You can see Morgan switched on and fired up now. His eyes are like lasers. Nice trade on that low kick.
Kavanagh's hands looking very smooth early as well. Oh, kicks the leg out from underneath his man and straight back on him. Kavanagh looking very confident in these early exchanges.
Really powerful low kick that was. And again, straight into the calf.
Ryan Morgan answers back with one of his own.
We have a cut above the eye of Ryan Morgan already. You can see some swelling in the brow.
We'll see if that becomes an issue as this one goes on, but staggers his man there, does Kavanagh.
It was a nice long left hook that was. Switches back to orthodox. Out of the way of the spinning techniques.
Oh, nice side kick from Kavanagh as well.
Don't see that very often.
For just a 22-year-old young man as well, looking supremely confident. There's a 14-year age gap between these two guys.
I think he's going to try and come over the top with that right hand in a moment.
Just faked a little hop in there, did Ryan Morgan. They reset center of the cage.
Very difficult to read what Kavanagh's going to do. He's very slick, very fast.
And he's mixed up the shots a lot early here, so really difficult for Ryan Morgan to get a bead on his man early on as Kavanagh chops the lower leg that time.
And Kavanagh giving nothing away for free. Every time Morgan steps forward to do something, there's a counter to meet it. Oh, spinning kick return. Little smile from Morgan.
Oh, and again a kick to the body. Ryan Morgan shook his head no, which usually means the exact opposite.
It's a good thing he's been doing his sit-ups. That calf is becoming a consistent target for Kavanagh.
And you wonder if that body kick that's landed so well might just flick a few more inches up and come over the top of the guard at some point.
Well, that's the question. Once he's softened that target, there it is again. Beautiful body shot and a left hook on the end. You're right, Brad. Now he's softened up that target. He can use that as a feint to open up the head target. Oh, spinning back kick. Super slick.
Sending Ryan Morgan clattering back into the fence there was Lona Kavanagh.
Morgan has had K1 kickboxing experience as well, but the speed and footwork of Kavanagh is really making him very uneasy.
Kavanagh told us earlier in the week that he was supposed to fight at the last Cage Warriors event in the UK back in December, and that fell through due to his opponent not being able to compete. So he's been ready to go for some time with this Cage Warriors debut, and he's certainly putting on a performance worthy of that debut here tonight.
Look at the swelling on the lead leg of Morgan as well. You can see the bump on the front of his shin bone from the calf kicks. Great defensive movement as well as pressure from Kavanagh.
Approaching the final 30 seconds of the round, and Kavanagh just looking to draw something out of his man here. That kick caught on the guard of Ryan Morgan.
So fast with his legs. Oh, there it is again. Return from Morgan. great first round.
And that body of Morgan is really striped up. We've seen Morgan try and fake that little jumping knee a couple of times.
You've got to wonder if Ryan's going to look to take this fight to the ground. He really does feel like he's getting pieced up quite badly in that first round. Is he going to change the strategy going into the second? You know, trains at the Matt Academy, you know that he's going to have good wrestling, you know he's going to have good grappling. Is he going to try and utilize it?
Well, that could be key going forward. You know, is he going to try and change the game plan here, or is there a bit of bravado and a bit of ego going to come into it? And is he going to want to try and beat Lerner Kavanagh at his own game?
He looks incredibly strong. If I was built like that, I would feel like I would be able to muscle my opponents around if I got a hand on them.
But I think that's the problem. You know, the distance that Kavanagh is keeping and the way that he's handling that space, he's just not able, Ryan isn't able to get close enough to put hands on him, and that's the problem.
I think he's wearing those Scramble brand shorts as a way of throwing him off the scent. Really timid on that lead leg is Ryan Morgan. You can see every time Kavanagh feints that he's pulling his weight off that lead leg. Now the problem with that is that it's leaving his back foot planted, which leaves his head largely in the same position. It's now starting to affect his defense as well.
Just inches short with that spinning kick was Lerner Kavanagh. And I've heard so much chatter on the regional circuit about this kid. And obviously when you look at his fights, you can see why. And this really is looking like a dream debut, but he's got to keep his guard up here. He can't get complacent against a powerful guy like Ryan Morgan, and that's exactly why those big shots are always going to come back. And how many times have we seen it only takes one in this sport?
Now look at the difference in targeting with the low kicks. Kavanagh will go straight into the shin and the calf, and then the return from Morgan, there it is again. The return from Morgan is higher than the knee, which is just not going to have the same effect as that calf kick. You can very much eat a few kicks into the thigh, into the quadricep, but the calf, as we've seen in recent years in mixed martial arts, is debilitating with one shot. Really affecting his movement to the point where he keeps switching his stance to move the vulnerable target away from his opponent.
Lerner Kavanagh still looking like he's barely taking a deep breath in this one. Oh, steps in with the elbow there.
Very slick that was. Beautiful. We're going to see so much talent coming out of GB Top Team over the next couple of years. It's going to be crazy. I called down to the gym a couple of weeks ago, and what a setup they've got, and the knowledge they've got on the mat, you know, across all the veterans, of course Brad Pickett being the figurehead. It really is going to be a special gym. In the next couple of years, we're going to see loads of talent, and I do feel like Kavanagh is a great example of what they have to offer right now.
Absolutely, and a couple more examples coming up later on as Kavanagh tries the head kick, a nice left hook, a kick to the body. Oh, and a nice left hand from Ryan Morgan there.
Confidence is on the rise here with Kavanagh now. He's using that left hook to the right body kick, setting him up really well, both sides attacked. Oh, and a back kick. Look at the redness on the midsection of Ryan Morgan now.
Yeah, when you've got that good of a tan and you can still see the redness, you know it's having an effect.
Great center control by Kavanagh. Lovely feints. Cuts his opponents off. Oh! Puts him down with that.
Looking to get a grip around the neck here. Morgan stands up, clips his man. We see the accumulation of damage on that lead leg down.
He really wants that head kick knockout at every opportunity. Oh!
That's a huge shot!
Counter right hand! Wow. You can't count Morgan out. He's got thunderous punches when they land.
And perhaps just bringing Lerner Kavanagh back to reality for a second here. He's got to stay focused.
Good defense on the head kick there by Morgan. Kavanagh just for a moment giving him some space after that counter punch. A little bit more respect, but now he's starting to pick up the pressure again. Oh.
And you hear Oh, again going for the head kick, but he's going to watch that counter shot coming back. Morgan's corner calling for their man to go forward when he sees those opportunities.
Very difficult when you've got 1.5 legs to be functioning on.
It really is paying dividends for these young fighters coming through. Great show of respect there as we enter the third and final round of this flyweight contest.
Look how timid Morgan is on that lead leg. Oh, that hurt me. Oh, that's in the body. That got a reaction. You can see his elbows drop after that connection. The corner team, Lu Long, really trying to implore their fighter to push forward when he kicks. They're saying you've got to get in his face. Easier said than done. That was a good shot.
That's what we need to see more of from Ryan Morgan. Does he have it in him in this third and final round? Corner calling for him to keep those hands up. They know that leg kick's been teased. The high kick, rather, has been teased one too many times for their liking.
Kavanagh's got to be really careful stepping in here because you can see Morgan is holding that left hand cocked, ready to try and crack him with one fight-ending punch. He's got to be so careful and so calculated. He has to use his feints here to try and draw. Oh! Unbelievable! Wow, that was beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Mark Goddard, calls a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 13 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by way of knockout in the red corner, Kavanagh.
Well, it's a long-awaited and long overdue, some might say, Cage Warriors debut for Kavanagh. But what a debut it turned out to be.